Morning, fellow members of the IJA. I am, as we look forward to the ISBA, IJA joint mid-year meeting at the JW Marriott in Chicago next weekend. I'm thrilled to be joined today by First District Appellate Court Justice David Ellis. And he's going to be our speaker at the IJ luncheon on Friday, December the 8th. Good morning, David.
Morning, Justice. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
It's a beautiful day in Southern Illinois. I saw you yesterday at a luncheon, but we didn't get a chance to speak.
We didn't get a chance. It was a nice luncheon, though. Justice Cunningham is a terrific judge, terrific person.
It was a great program by her.
Yeah.
So, you've served on the appellate court in the First District for 9 years now.
Yeah.
And so I know you've had several aspects of a very distinguished career, but how have you enjoyed this phase of your career?
Well, it is by far the highlight of my career. There is nothing better than being a judge. I've never enjoyed anything remotely as close in the law. And I suspected I would feel that way, but that suspicion became true from day one. I always tell people, you know, it's a pretty good job when your only real mission on a daily basis is doing the right thing. And doing the right thing could mean something different in each case. It could mean following the dictates of a statute, whether you like it or not, but that's still the right thing to do. It's not having a partisan viewpoint. It's not hoping that one side wins or loses. It's being the neutral arbiter and just calling it like you see it and trying to do what you think is right. There's a purity to that I don't think anything else in the law can give you. You know, we need the rest of the system. We need the adversarial system. We need people on both sides of every case, but it's nice being the person who says, now that I've heard what you said, let me digest it and try to get to just the right result. That's what the system is supposed to be about. And that's I don't know, it's the pinnacle of my career, certainly.
Well, thank you, Dave. Well said. And all of us in the judiciary appreciate those sentiments. We're all honored to serve. Thank you so much. You know, I've read. You're also an accomplished author, and I've had the privilege of reading a couple of your crime novels, and I've got a third one at home. Haven't started on it yet.
Okay. But
you know, they're really great reads, and tell me, has writing always been a passion of yours?
Yeah, I was a writer before I was anything else. When I was a little kid, I didn't even realize it, but I would write short stories, not for school, but just on my own. And when it would come time to creatively write in class, you know, as a young kid, yeah, I would take every opportunity if there were extra credit assignments, any chance I had to write, I relished it. You know, the thing that's interesting, Justice, is that as you get older in school, there is less opportunity to creatively write. There are less assignments. There are less classes about that. And, you know, I went a decade through, you know, high school, college, law school, never being asked to creatively write and missing it without, you know, I didn't have time to even think about it. I was so busy doing other things like sports and school and, you know, chasing girls around and, you know, all those fun things you do when you're a kid. But it kind of came back to me later and I said, you know, why did you ever stop doing this? This is something you love. So it's different than appellate, you know, it's different than legal writing, but it's always been in my blood and it's my favorite thing to do. It's you know, it's fun when people tell me they've read things. I never ask because I don't want anyone to feel bad. I've produced a lot of books at this point. I think I'm over 20 if you count the co-writing books. So, you know, obviously not everybody's going to read everything, but it's a different audience. It's a slightly different style, not as different as some people may think, but it's working. It's writing just like I write appellate opinions, but it's using the other side of my brain. And it's, I don't know, it keeps me sharp, I hope. That's the hope.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your work in that endeavor. In fact, I was reading one of your books probably last year over the holidays, and I was thinking about this year and my term as presidency, and I thought David Ellis would be a great speaker for the lunch. And we talked about it in April when I saw you at the Telecourt conference. And
Yeah.
graciously agreeing. So looking forward to it. You know, as are many members of the bar and IJA people, we've had conversations over the last, couple of months when they heard that you were the speaker. You have a theme of your remarks that you can build to us today?
Yeah, I mean, and Justice Overstreet, you and I have talked about this before. Right now, it can be a difficult time to be a judge. The judiciary is largely, it's a kind of an all-time low in terms of popularity. Now, that's probably more the United States Supreme Court, which is the most visible. But I think at all levels, there is some level of mistrust right now. There is a element of partisanship that I think has creeped in on both sides. I'm not sparing anybody when I say that. And whatever side you're on, if you don't like the rulings from the judiciary, you decide to attack the judiciary as a whole. And it didn't used to be that way. But now more than ever, I think it is important for us to remain vigilant in our independence. Because at the end of the day, we know that our rulings are not always going to be popular. That's the job of the judge. That's what makes us the judicial branch, as opposed to the legislative or executive branch. Those people are popularly elected and reelected, and they need to make sure that the people who vote for them like their decisions. Judges are the guardians of our Constitution. They're the guardians of our liberty. They are the guardians of our freedom from the government. They are the last bastion that the citizen has against the government if they feel like their rights have been infringed. And we must remain vigilant in being independent, whether it's popular or not, and do the right thing, whether it is popular or not. And I think it's never a bad time to remind people of that, and also to thank the judges, because it has been a tough time for judges. And with social media, there's a lot more, everything we do has become much more public and subject to immediate commentary and criticism. And that's fine, but we need to make sure we keep our eye on the ball. We keep doing what we need to do. That's basically what I want to talk
about. That's perfect. I look forward to it. And that's consistent with our theme of the IJA this year on judicial independence. Also, there's a CLE presentation on Friday morning that's presented and coordinated by the IJA Educational Programming Committee, Judicial Independence, Why It Matters.
Yeah.
I look forward, I'm going to attend that as well. And, I invite everyone to come out and join us if you can next weekend at our joint meeting with the ISBA. You can still buy your luncheon tickets and any other events. Go to the ISBA website, and it'll be a great time for us to be together and remind each other, such as you will, David, with your remarks, the importance of our work and why judicial independence matters. Also, you come to the luncheon, you not only hear David Ellis, but you'll be able to see some of your friends and colleagues honored for their service to the public and to the IJA. So we're thrilled to give out several awards at the luncheon. And come join us. I wish everyone happy holidays. And again, look forward to seeing you next weekend, David, and all of our friends and colleagues who can join us.
It's going to be great. Hope everybody can come. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Okay. Thanks for being with me today, David.
Thank you for having me, Justice.